YouTube family? So welcome back to Nurse Kelly ATV. So today I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in on where I've been at with my school journey. So I have not been updating you guys on it for a while because it has been a bit of a struggle. My first two exams unfortunately did not go well. I ended up getting in the low 60s. And for me to start out like that is not good. So I took a little bit of a hiatus and just tried to reevaluate some things. Now, outside of school, I am working about 3 days a week. So I go to class Monday and Tuesday, and then from class, I go straight to work. And I also alternate Thursdays and Saturdays. So during the weekdays, like I said, I'm going from work to class. And on the weekends, which I typically would use as most of my time to study, I don't really have. So it was really me having to reevaluate some things and sort some things out. So I was working 5 days a week. I did that for 2 weeks and it was not good. I won't even lie to you guys. My first exam was that Monday after Super Bowl Sunday, and I ended up not having time to study. And I bombed it. So as my initial grade, I got a 64. And luckily, by the grace of God, we ended up getting a few points back because there were some things that were correct that were marked wrong. So it ended up boosting me up to a 68. Now, for me to not have studied and got that good of a grade, to me, was good. Now, the second exam, I was like, all right, I don't have any room. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any room for error here. Like, this is the last semester, boy. Let me tell you something. Last semester is hard, okay? It's pretty much Med-Surg 2 at this point, because I did Med-Surg 1, now I'm at Med-Surg 2. So it's a lot more intense. Some people say Med-Surg 2 is easier than Med-Surg 1. To me, Med-Surg is Med-Surg. It's freaking hard, okay? Let's be honest. It's hard. Med-Surg is hard because you have to know the processes. You have to know everything. And when you have 50 million medications that you have to learn, you have so many disease processes you have to learn. Like, it's hard. LPN school was hard, but RN school takes the cake. Okay, it takes the cake. So my second exam, I was like, all right, girl, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna do good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we studied hard for this one. Listen, I was doing practice questions. I was reading my book. I was doing everything I could possibly think of to make sure that I passed this exam, okay? So I used to have really bad test anxiety, very bad. Like, I used to get to my exams and blackout. I could not remember anything. So the fact that I'm here today and I sit down and I can actually remember something opposed to nothing is amazing. So I was hype about this exam. I just knew I knew what I was doing, okay? But my biggest issue is I'm a second guesser. And that's bad because I'll initially be like, I'm gonna take this answer. And I'll be quick. I'll be real quick. I'm like, this answer is A. And then I sit there and I'm like, girl, don't be too quick. It don't come that easy, you know? So I make it harder than it has to be. And when you know your stuff and you know what it is that you're doing and you studied and did all this stuff, go with your initial answer. Do not be me. Do not be me, okay? Don't be me. Don't second guess it because two answers look right, okay? They're trying to trick you. So there's so many questions that I had that I did not go with my initial answer. I'll be 100% honest. I did not go with my initial answer. And after I did my exam, I was very upset because this one I actually scored lower than I did on the first one. I think this one I got a 62. Ciao. And I was not happy. I felt very defeated. I was not confident at all. And I'm sitting here like, God, I know you did not bring me this far to leave me. I know you did not bring me this far. I know you did not bring me this far to pay for school for me to not finish it to completion. Like, I know that's not, what you wanted for me here. So I ended up cutting my hours back. from work, from 30 days a week. From 30 days, oh my gosh, from 30 hours a week to 20 hours a week, which is still a lot. Like, it's still a lot, let's be honest. When you're in nursing school, especially RN school, man, don't work. If you have it like that, do not work. If you can, like, minimum work like 10 hours a week. Like, I'm not even lying, like 10 to 15 max. 15 has to be the maximum amount of hours because it takes so much time and dedication to be able to study for this. And if you're giving so much time to work, you're exhausted by the time you get home. I know we all got to pay our bills, but let's be honest, there's a bigger picture at the end of the road that you have to prepare for. So today I took my ATI pharmacology predictor and I got a level 2. Praise Lord. Thank you, Jesus. So for me, that was a huge confidence booster. Like, I reached out for tutoring and I didn't really get the response that I wanted. So my school actually ended up sending out an email last week in regards to tutors, and I signed up. So I'm going to go with one on this Friday. And listen, I'm preparing, y'all. We have EKGs this exam. We have PEs, which I love. And we have acute respiratory distress syndrome, which is only one question. So I'm still gonna, focus on that a little bit, but I'm not gonna focus too much attention. So the main focus is CKD, chronic kidney disease, and these EKG strips. I love EKG strips. I don't know why, I always have, because it's kind of like a puzzle trying to figure it out, So I've been focusing all my time on that, and now I'm going to do my remediation for my ATI pharmacology predictor. So I got a 78.3%, which was a level 2. I second guessed like 2 or 3, so it's a work in progress. If I didn't, I would have, it would have boosted me over to the 80s, but it's okay. It is what it is. By the grace of God, Lord, I thank you, because that was the confidence booster that I needed. And when people see that your grade is not like high right on out, they kind of discourage you, and they're like, all right, you have to get it together, which that doesn't really help. It's more so like, help me figure out what steps I need to take. But it's kind of like, you need to get it together because you cannot afford to fail. We all know that. We know we can't afford to fail. Like, we ain't come this far to fail. You know what I'm saying? I've never had an issue like I'm having now in nursing school. LPN school for me, it was hard, but it was not this hard. Like, I was able to figure it out. I'm a go with what you know kind of person. That's just what I do. I go with what I know. I go with what's familiar. And it does not work in RN school. I won't even lie to you guys. It does not work for me in RN school. Like, the last 2 semesters were struggles. They threw in a lot of fill in the blanks and select all that applies. Lord knows, you get one wrong, it's all wrong. So it's been a little bit of a struggle, but let me tell you guys, the Lord dropped in my spirit when I went to take this exam this morning. And he said, you can do it, but you stopped believing in yourself. And when he said that to me, I was like, wow, like, that's a wake-up call. He's like, I've always been here, but you stopped believing in you. And I believe it was like somewhere along the way with just juggling life, because I'm still dealing with, I don't get to be home with my son. And I feel like a piece of me is missing, because I feel like I'm not able to give all of me to everything. I am also in praise and worship for my church. So on the Thursdays that I'm not at work, I'm there. So Monday, Tuesday, every other Thursday, and every other Saturday, I am not really able to be with my son. So for me, it's taken a toll on me. It's taken a lot on me. But I've just tried to remind myself this is temporary. And my husband has been amazing through all of this. Like, from the time my son was born, every day to this journey, because he knows how bad I really wanted to be an RN. And the LPN was the step below that. So this is huge for me, and I feel like I've lost sight a little bit of what it is that I was trying to accomplish. Not really what I'm trying to accomplish, but I feel like I put so much on my plate that it's become too heavy for me to carry, and I became overwhelmed. And when everybody was on Christmas vacation, I was still trying to finish up prereqs to make sure that I was graduating on time. So I didn't really get a break. I didn't get a mental break. It's like you go from Med-Surg 1 to a elective. Now you're in Med-Surg 2, and you just going, all while trying to find jobs that fit your school schedule. Make sure that you're having a good amount of income to contribute to the home while you're trying to be a wife and while you're trying to be a mom and missing your kid, all in the same bunch. It's a lot. And I don't really get to see my family but a few times a year, maybe. Christmas we do. We just had my son's birthday party and my nephew's birthday party. We did a combination this past weekend. And if I'm able to make it, or if they're able to make it, but my schedule is so compact that we often miss each other because I have so much going on. So it's been a lot to juggle within these last few months. However, today is So today is March 29th. Yes, today's March 29th. And my final exam for my class is May 16th. So I am so close by the grace of God. I made it. And I know that these last 3 exams that I have exam 3 on Monday, exam 4 sometime in April or the beginning of May. My clinicals finish May 5th and my final exam is May 16th. I know that by the grace of God, from what my prayers were, from what he's been dropping in my spirit, that all this is going to turn around. He told me that I needed to test you to see if you would still have faith in me. Because you know that once you accomplish this was not you. This was me that helped you get here. So I needed to make sure that regardless of what grade you saw, that you would still have faith in me, that things would turn around. And I shared that with my husband. I was just like, he told me that I passed the test, thank God, you know. But it's something that really resonated with me because a lot of the times we go based off what we see. And when you have faith in God, it's not about what you see. It's all about what you don't see. But what you like feel, like your relationship with him, he will lead you and he will guide you. He will speak to you, but you have to spend that time. And he just reassured me, like, I got you, basically. Like, you're doing what you need to do and I will do the rest. And I'm so grateful. I'm so humbled. So I'm going to come back with you guys. I'll probably do a little testimony after exam 3, updating you guys on my wonderful grade because I know it's coming. And exam 4 on my other wonderful grade because I know it's coming. In my final exam, I am going to update you guys on that amazing grade because I know it's coming, because God is faithful. He does what he says he's going to do. He keeps his promises. And through it all, it's been a journey. It's been a struggle. But through it all, God has remained so faithful to me. I can't tell you guys how many jobs I've had over the last 2.5 years it'll be. What I had to go through personally, it's just been so much growth that has come out of this. And I am so grateful. I am so humbled that God chose me to go through this journey. So now that this school portion is almost finally done, I get to focus on expanding my family and getting myself healthy and ready to expand my family, if y'all know what I mean, if you're catching on. So that is going to be my main focus when I'm done with school. I still have a little bit more weight to lose because I want to have a healthy body so that I'm able to carry a healthy pregnancy, and make sure that, you know, I eat the right things, I do the right things that I learned from the first pregnancy that I'm sure I probably should have did but didn't know better, that I want to now do with this one. So I will be taking you guys along for that journey. I am not going to say when it's going to happen, like what? But when the time comes, you guys will know. I just want to take this time to be stress-free, carefree. So if you call me, I don't answer, It is what it is. You text me, I don't answer. Well, no, not really, because I'm not the best texter. I've been such a bad texter this season, and I have no idea why. I've just been so busy, and I'm one of those people who, when I read a text, I read it and forget to reply to it, and then by the time I think about it, it's probably about a few days later, a week later, and I know that person probably like, all right, I'm not even gonna text you no more because this is just crazy. So please, if you've been reaching out to me and I do not get back to you right away, please do not take offense. I have so much going on. I'm going to be trying to find another job pretty soon because I'm going to be leaving school within the next 2 months or so. So much going on, and I just thank you guys so much for your love. I thank you so much for your support. I thank you so much for tuning in, for every like, for every comment, every subscription. I thank you guys so much for rocking with me, staying with me, watching every video, even if you don't watch it to the full, it's okay. I will do my very best to bring you guys along on this journey. The LPN to RN journey is almost over, praise God. Now we're going to be taking the journey to expand my family. We're going to be taking another journey for house hunting, another journey from RN associates to BSN, and so many things are going to be going on, to even expanding and starting businesses. So guys, stay tuned. You never know what God is going to do because he's doing so much already. I thank you guys so much. I pray that you guys be blessed. Take it easy. Don't stress. Don't let anybody ruin your peace. Protect your peace, okay? And believe in God. Keep praying. Take care, you guys. God bless.